So tell me, David, why is there so often such a huge gap between strategy and results?
I think it has a lot to do with the strategic planning process as we currently use it in most companies. In most organizations, strategy is the providence of, the very top of the organization. Maybe 5 or 10% of the organization actually comes to work each day and understands strategy. So you can't expect 80% of the organization, which doesn't really understand strategy or think in strategic terms, to come into work each day and actually execute against strategy that they don't understand. The missing piece of the puzzle there is taking that strategy and then operationalizing it so that employees, at any level, whether it's a knowledge worker or a supervisor or mid-level manager, can come into work each day and understand what their piece of the puzzle is that they have to put together to actually help the organization achieve those larger strategic objectives. A lot of times we expect employees to come to work and focus on strategic objectives, but in real terms, that's not what they do. They come to work into their cubicle or office and focus what's on the desk, the top of the pile, and do that. They put out the fire, and it's really not their fault that they do that. The logic follows that if they don't put the fire out, the building will burn down. So unless we can get them refocused on the things that actually help us achieve our strategic objectives, then we're never really going to start heading in that direction.
Okay, Dave, you used the word strategic objectives, and many organizations, including our viewers' organizations, say, yeah, we do that. Well, say, for example, an organization says, we're going to increase our profitability by 5% every year. Is that the type of objective that you've got in mind?
Well, no, I don't mind if you have a strategic objective that says we need to grow the top or bottom line by 5% a year. It's all going to come down to financial numbers in the end. But it's operationalizing that 5%. So if an employee walks in or a manager walks into work each day, they can't actually grow revenue or profit by 5%. You can't do that. The only thing you can do is come to work and take actions that you hope will result in financial growth for the organization. So it's the effectiveness and efficiency of the processes, the proper policies and procedures that we have in the organization that actually produce financial results. And that's a big concept that Tony and I talk a lot about in the book. Operational effectiveness and efficiency produce financial results. And we really need to start looking at that equation from that perspective. We can't just manage financial results and expect to grow them. We actually have to focus on the things that produce financial results, and then we can hope to achieve something like 5% growth.
Well, you've been active in this field for a number of years, Dave, and you've got clients in lots of different industries. Tell me from your perspective, to what extent do companies already have sophisticated operational measures or financial measures in place?
Well, we've done a good job, I think, at the financial side of the house, because we live and die these days by quarterly financial results. So those are the things people focus on. That's what management thinks in terms of. But really, they haven't beefed up the side of the house that is the operation, the policies or procedures to understand what's going to produce those financial results. And the drive is constantly to produce better and better financial results. It causes us to think very short term. And that's really what the balance sheet and the income statement are. They're just a collection of financial metrics. But very, very few organizations have a strong set of operational metrics that show them how well they're performing each day. And metrics that show them where they're going, not just where they've been. You need to give employees the opportunity to prevent failure or to realize success that they would have missed, regardless of whether or not that's something very small. For example, in the transportation industry, a truck going out underutilized, that's a very, very small savings if you can fully utilize that one vehicle. But you add that up over the course of a year, and that represents quite a significant savings to the organization.